Today we hear the parable of the landowner who went out at dawn to hire day laborers for his work in his vineyard. He agreed to pay them the standard daily wage. Several hours later, the landowner saw several more workers in the marketplace. He told them, "Go to my vineyard and I'll pay you a fair wage." So they went to the vineyard. The landowner went out at noon and again at 3 in the afternoon. He sent more laborers to his vineyard, promising to pay them for their work, and he did the same at 5 p.m. In the evening, the owner told his foreman to bring the laborers so he could pay them. However, the owner added, "Begin with the last one hired and end with the first laborer who was hired." The foreman did as the owner asked. The laborers who were hired late in the day were very surprised when they received a full day's wage. After all, they had only worked a short amount of time. They went away very pleased. When the laborers who had been hired first thing in the morning came to receive their pay, they assumed that they would receive more than the wage they had negotiated. However, they received the same wage as all the other workers that had been paid. These workmen were outraged. After all, they had labored all day long in the heat, and they had worked many hours than the men who were paid the same wage for only a couple of hours of work. The owner was not being fair. How dare he? The landowner, however, stood his ground. He told them, "I am not cheating you. I'm paying you the wages you agreed to. Tell me, how am I cheating you? If I decide to be generous, do I not have the right?" Jesus ends with the outstanding statement, "The last shall be first, and the first shall be last." I assume that most of us identify the absent day laborers. Jesus' statement may not fit the criteria many of us may attribute to our concept of fair play. However, Jesus challenges us to step beyond our societal norms. The landowner was a generous man, and he made the choice to pay each of his laborers a full day's wage, regardless whether they worked 8 full hours or only 30 minutes. He was fair to the workers who had worked a full day. He paid them the amount of money they had been agreed upon. As we know, these workers were jealous and they grumbled. Are we ever jealous or resentful when someone also receives a gift, acclaim, or praise for an act that we think they neither deserve nor earned? Jealousy and resentment may not affect the other person. However, it does affect us. It can eat away us and make us miserable. When we compare ourselves to others, we typically may judge ourselves as above them or below them. Both judgments damage the other person as well as ourselves. God is the one who will judge in fairness and truth. We do not have the right to judge others, and yet we do it all the time. Most of us have been gifted with abundant blessing. Today, may we give thanks for the gifts and graces that we have received, and let us thank God for the many gifts we have been given. May we let go of judgment, envy, and jealousy. If we choose to do this, we will be happier and more peaceful.